Okay, we're going to be taking out our math workbooks, and we're going to be looking at pages 267 and 268. These pages are more or less an introduction for your parents as to what we're going to be studying for the next week or two. There is a letter to the parent. Make sure your parent reads it, because this will give them a heads up as to what we're going to be learning. But I'll kind of give you a little rundown. We're going to be learning how to count to 900 by hundreds. We're going to be able to identify a 3-digit number where the hundreds number is, the tens and the ones. We're going to be talking about completing a sequence of 3-digit numbers, and knowing how to add one more or one less, or 10 more or 100 more or less. Okay, I'm going to read a little story about two people. I don't know if Miss Tiffany has gone over these two characters, but they are Digit and Cecilia. I wonder if they are on the front of your, I guess these are the characters that we're talking about, the clown and the little girl on the front of your workbook. Okay, now I want you, if you have a little piece of paper, and I'm going to do it too, jot down every number that you hear. Let's see if we come up with the same thing. And we're going to discuss what those numbers represent. Digit stopped outside the door of the Madison Times office and turned to Cecilia. "Now remember," he said, "this is a newspaper office. You have to be quiet in here. There are writers at work and they have to think, you know? No loud noises, okay?" "Aroo," Cecilia said very quietly. Digit heard the tapping of computer keys as he and Cecilia entered the managing editor's office. Mr. Carson peered over his glasses at them. "You must be Digit. I appreciate your volunteering to help deliver our Wednesday papers." I think we could write down Wednesday because this is something we have to know about. "It contains all the sales papers for a week, and people really depending on getting the paper on time in order to plan their shopping. Can you be back here at 4 o'clock? Tomorrow morning." We could write down tomorrow. Okay. "Sure," Digit smiled and pumped Mr. Carson's hand. "See you then. Goodbye." Okay, now we're looking for all the words and numbers that we find in math. And so far we found Wednesday, we found 4 o'clock, we found tomorrow. And these are words that we work with in our math book. Okay, well, bleary-eyed and yawning, Digit arrived at the newspaper office a few minutes before 4 o'clock. A cheerful woman greeted him with a smile and handed him a list. "There are 147 customers. Here are their addresses. Let's get you loaded up. All the papers you'll need will have to be delivered in their driveway by 6:30. Digit handed Cecilia the list of addresses. "You can help me navigate. I'll do the throwing. I probably have better aim than you." Digit turned down Hunter Road and paused at a house number 274. "This is our first stop," he said. He tossed the newspaper. It missed the driveway and landed in the rosebush. "Oops! I'm sure I'll do better after a little more practice." Digit quickly retrieved the paper and placed it in the driveway. The next house on the list was 266. Digit took careful aim and firmly tossed the paper. He watched it go up, up, up until it landed on the roof. "Oh dear," I don't know my own strength. I'll have to aim lower next time. Digit took one of the extra papers the woman at the office had given him. This time he made sure to toss it gently onto the driveway. Digit pulled the truck to the curb at house number 242. Pretty little place. Look at the garden. Okay, Cecilia, here goes my best frisbee toss. Whoosh! The paper flipped out of Digit's fingers, and went spinning. Fwop! The newspaper smacked into the statue and fell in the middle of the flower garden. Digit quickly parked the car, retrieved the newspaper, and placed it on the driveway. Cecilia yawned. Oh, well, the next house is on your side of the truck, said Digit. Let's see if you can do better. He pulled to the curb at number 239. Cecilia balanced a rolled up paper on her nose. I guess she's a seal, yeah. I didn't know that. Suddenly she quivered with excitement. Aroo! Yes, I see they have a swimming pool, said Digit. Aroo! Celia tossed the paper. Oh no, Cecilia, in the driveway, not in the... Oh, splash. Where did it go? Yes. Good thing the newspapers are in plastic bag. This time Cecilia retrieved the newspaper and placed it in the driveway. A weary Digit and Cecilia returned home a couple of hours later. They had retrieved so many papers that they could hardly move. Cecilia, let's take a little nap before reading our morning paper. Okay, so let's look at some of the numbers that we've seen. We saw Wednesday, and Wednesday, of course, we have on our calendar, and we're looking at the sound of the words 4 o'clock, and also 6:30 times. We're looking at different numbers. 147, 274, 266, 242, 239. These are numbers in the hundreds, and we will be studying them in just a moment. Okay, I'm going to be working with addition in the next couple of weeks. Last week it was subtraction, and today we start addition. Now in addition, it doesn't matter what number is on the top, whether it's higher or lower. What we're looking for is that when we add the two numbers together, the number is larger. Okay, let's look at 2 plus 6. All right, 2 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it doesn't matter if we do it this way. Six, 7, 8. Now we don't have to count all of this. We could just start with 6 and then put 2 here, or just add 2 more. 6, 7, 8. Four, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, we don't have to count this. We know that this is 4, so then just go up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if we do it this way, it's the same thing. 7, 8. right, we know this is 7, so just count up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it doesn't matter in which order the numbers are, because this number is going to be higher because we're doing more. And this is the plus sign. Looks like a little cross. That is the plus sign. Okay? All right, now we're going to be counting to 100 by ones, by 5s, and by 10s. Okay, I don't really want to do it by ones, but here is 100, and if you were to count, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 more, and that would be, if we did each one as 1, it would be 100. All right, now by 5s, remember in 5s, our numbers always end in 0 or 5. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Notice the pattern. 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5. Let me put my head on my 5. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. All right, now by 10s. In 10s, everything ends in a 0. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now remember, 0 ones, but 1 10. And in between those numbers of 10 and 20, you have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, now, hundreds. All right, we have 100. What comes next? This is the number that we're going to change. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Do you know what comes after 900? Well, I'll tell you, but you don't have to worry about it now. The number that comes after 900, what comes after 9? 10. Okay, it's 1,000. Okay, and we put a little comma here. This is the thousands place, hundreds place, tens place, ones place. But we're only going to talk about up to 900. Okay, now anything in between is 101, 102, 103, all the way up to 199, and then it becomes 200. This goes up to 299, and it becomes 300. This goes 399. Remember, we're counting by ones in between. Okay? Now, let's look at some problems that we have here.